The next day, as we are told in 1 Samuel 18:10-11, an evil spirit from God came forcefully on Saul. He was prophesying in his house, and David was playing the lyre, as he usually did. Saul had a spear in his hand and hurled it, saying to himself, "I'll pin David to the wall." But David eluded him twice. This incident marks the beginning of a long series of Saul's attempts to kill David. The young warrior, who was once welcomed in the king's court, now found himself in constant danger. Despite Saul's growing hostility, David continued to prosper. In 1 Samuel 18:14-16 we read, "In everything he did, he had great success, because the Lord was with him. When Saul saw how successful he was afraid of him. But all Israel and Judah loved David, because he led them in their campaigns." Seeing that he could not eliminate David directly, Saul began to scheme in more subtle ways to eliminate him. One of these attempts involved his own daughter, Michal. In 1 Samuel 18:20-21, we read, "Now Saul's daughter Michal was in love with David, and when they told Saul about it, he was pleased. 'I will give her to him,' he thought, 'so that she may be a snare to him, and so that the hand of the Philistines may be against him.' Saul offered Michal in marriage to David, but with a dangerous condition. He demanded as a dowry 100 foreskins of Philistines, hoping that David would die in the attempt to fulfill this task. However, David not only survived, but exceeded the requirement, bringing back 200 foreskins. Saul then had no choice but to give Michal in marriage to David. The marriage to Michal, however, did not bring safety to David. Saul's hostility continued to grow. In 1 Samuel 19:1 we read, "Saul told his son Jonathan and all his officials to kill David, but Jonathan was very fond of David." Here we see how the friendship between David and Jonathan would become crucial for David's survival. Jonathan, risking his own position, interceded for David with his father. In 1 Samuel 19:4-5 he argued, "Let not the king do wrong to his servant David. He has not wronged you, and what he has done has benefited you greatly. He took his life in his hands when he killed the Philistine. The Lord won a great victory for all Israel, and you saw it and were glad. Why then would you do wrong to an innocent man like David by killing him for no reason?" Temporarily convinced by Jonathan's arguments, Saul swore, "As surely as the Lord lives, David will not be put to death." 1 Samuel 19:6. However, the peace would be short-lived. Soon the evil spirit returned to torment Saul, and he once again tried to kill David with his spear. David managed to escape, but it was clear that he was no longer safe in Saul's court. At this point, Michal, David's wife, played a crucial role in his escape. In 1 Samuel 19:11-12 we read, "Saul sent messengers to David's house to watch it and to kill him in the morning. But Michal, David's wife, warned him, 'If you don't run for your life tonight, tomorrow you will be killed.' So Michal let David down through a window, and he fled and escaped.